Donald Trump is absolutely losing his mind right now over the fact that people on both sides of the political aisle are attacking him, having the audacity to attack him for accepting the $400 million jet from the country of Qatar, where Donald Trump is currently involved in some very serious real estate negotiations, including the building of a golf resort in the country. And wouldn't you know it, they just happened to gift him a $400 million jet for him to use as Air Force One, and then, of course, to keep when he leaves office, even though the rules, the laws of this country are very clear that the president cannot accept any gifts from foreign leaders, and no gifts can be accepted over the amount of $480 unless Trump wants to pay the actual cash value of the gift himself to the General Services Administration. That is the law. If Trump wants the jet, he can take it, but he has to essentially buy it from the federal government for $400 million. He's not going to do that. He's just going to take it. And he says it would be stupid not to do it. You would have to be some kind of brain-dead moron to not accept a bribe, right? It's a hell of an admission from the sitting president of the United States. But this is what Trump said during one of his multiple meltdowns about the jet. I think it's a great gesture from Qatar. I appreciate it very much. I would never be one to turn down that kind of an offer. I mean, I could be a stupid person and say, no, we don't want a free, very expensive airplane. But I thought it was a great gesture. So he could be a stupid person and say, no, I'm not going to accept your bribe. But since I'm very smart and you are all very dumb, I am taking the bribe because what is the worst that could happen? Trump's the guy back in Troy that absolutely would have said, open the gates. That is a beautiful wooden horse. That would look great in my living room. And by the way, I will keep the horse when I leave office. Bring in the giant wooden horse because nothing could go wrong, you fools. That's what he is. That's what he's doing. He is accepting this Trojan horse that, as I had previously mentioned yesterday, is probably going to have more bugs in it than your average exterminator is going to see on a daily basis. And I'm not talking about the insect type. This is a bad idea. This is, of course, a threat to national security. And Trump is being attacked by his MAGA loyalists. He's being attacked by regular Republicans. He's being attacked by people in the middle. And he's being attacked from the left. Everybody but him understands what a stupid and illegal move this is. But in his mind, his demented mental illness mind, he's the only smart one. We're all a bunch of idiots. When a reporter asked him a question about it on Monday, like, hey, you really can't do this, it's kind of illegal, Trump said, you should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us. I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much. So he's admitting that he's not going to pay the amount of money that he is legally required to pay. And for those of you who say, well, he said he was going to give it to the Department of Defense. Yeah, who do you think runs Air Force One, guys? That's what it is. This would be Air Force One. And then he also said he's going to keep it for his presidential library when he leaves office. So he is going to keep it. It's going to be his personal plane. So there is no doubt about it. He is going to take the plane and not pay $400 million. And then, after all that, he was still pissed off, still having this meltdown, so he got on Truth Social and said this. So the fact that the Defense Department is getting a gift free of charge of a 747 aircraft to replace the 40-year-old Air Force One temporarily in a very public and transparent transaction so bothers the crooked Democrats that they insist we pay top dollar for the plane. Anybody can do that. The Dems are world-class losers. MAGA. It's not the so-called crooked Democrats that are demanding you pay. It's the Constitution. Okay? That's how that works. The Constitution leans neither left nor right. It is, in fact, the governing document of the United States of America, which you, in case you forgot, because you said you forgot, you swore an oath to uphold. The Democrats are not the only ones demanding that you pay this if you want to keep it. And again, you have the money. At least you claim to. So, if it's that big of a deal, buy the jet. If you don't want the jet, don't pay for it and don't accept it. But you seem hell-bent on taking it, so let's see how that plays out in the long run. Thank you, everyone, for your continued support of us here at Fair and Balanced, and I want to introduce something completely new. We have now opened up memberships for our fans. And by signing up and becoming a member, you not only get exclusive early access to each day's videos, so you will get to see them a day before the general public, but you will also qualify for badges, emojis, special little icons. So please, we encourage everyone, if you want to help support the channel, please think about signing up and becoming a member. It is your support that helps keep us going. So thank you all very much. Check out the perks of membership, and I hope to see you all as members very soon.